What's up guys, in this video we're going to show you everything that you should not do on a date by breaking down one of the cringiest guys in the game. Alright, so the cringy guy in question is I Am Skippy. If you're not familiar with him, he's basically known as the famous 42-year-old virgin, and he looks very much like what a virgin looks like. But aside from just looking like a virgin, he very much acts super cringy around women. So I think this is a really good example of everything that you should not be doing when you meet up with a girl. Like, I can't tell if this is a joke or not. I think it's actually serious, but that's what makes it so sad. But I think it's a really good learning point to be like, okay, I want to do exactly the fucking opposite of what this guy does. So the title of the video is called A Kiss for a Klondike Bar. Already starting off on a good point. You can see, like, before the video even starts, like, just look how creeped out this girl looks. She just looks like she wants to be anywhere but here. So let's take a look, and we'll analyze as we go along.
So I just got done with work, and I swung by to pick up some groceries, and I was like, I'm not going to look at these again ever the same way. Especially when she lives 3 blocks away from where it is that I buy groceries. And so to fulfill the having her try it out, these are Klondike bars, and specifically these. Okay,
first off, do not show up at a girl's house wearing a fucking shirt that says Domino's. It's like already saying I'm a fucking loser and I can't get a normal job.
These are the original one. It's ice cream.
It's
chocolate coated ice cream. No, they're not the best, because I would even say their Oreo ones are better. But just the fact that...
Are we having it right here?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Just look at the look on her face. She's like, fuck, how long do I have to hang out with this guy before I can just fucking go home? She looks like someone who's being held hostage, like she's like a prisoner in the movie Taken.
Try a...
This is a surprise visit.
Yeah, no, I gave her 0 notice. In fact, I spent the majority of the day sending her messages saying, I don't get why you don't like me, essentially stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what, I need to...
Okay, so much to dissect right here. First of all, you should definitely not be spending your day texting a girl saying, why don't you like me? That's already like a losing starting point, like right there. That's not what you should spend most of your day doing. Second of all, when that girl doesn't respond to you, you should not randomly show up at her house. Vast majority of chicks are gonna find it extremely creepy and be like, hey, you didn't text me back, so I just showed up at your house. That's like literally most chicks' like fucking worst nightmare. So for the love of God, do not do that.
Like, I know that we're gonna be friends for forever. I just have a crush on you, and I cannot get her to reply back in any form whatsoever of, do you even like me a little bit back? Which is...
Because she probably doesn't fucking like you because you do creepy, cringy shit like this. I wonder why.
Probably a pretty good indication that she doesn't, but she avoids talking about it every time I bring it up. Like, just wondering, just a little bit.
Open these.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put a shitload of pressure on her and confront her at her house with a bunch of random Klondike bars wearing my shitty fucking Domino's pizza shirt. That seems like a good way to make her like me. Like, I'm just not following this guy's thought process. It's funny, it's pretty telling that she's like, okay, let's just eat the ice cream. Jesus Christ, like, fucking embarrassing me to the nth level.
She does that all the time. So I thought, as a peace offering for having messaged her like 4 times today, do you like me, check yes or no, that I would bring by the Klondike bar.
Oh, you're having one too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely just
he's like, I'm having 1 Klondike bar, I'm having 5 Klondike bars. What, are you kidding me?
It's here I'll hold while you have your experience with him. Oh yeah,
Okay.
So how, I've been asked in the comments a couple times, how do you go your entire life without having tried the Klondike bar? Like, someone asked me, are you foreign?
I'm from Earth.
You can be from Earth and be foreign. Just America?
Yeah, I'm from America. I'm sure there are other people who've never had a Klondike bar.
No, there's probably some. There's probably some. But there's the whole, what would you do for a Klondike? Did you know the jingle?
I think it's, I've heard it.
Okay.
I suppose.
You just never thought.
I think it's weird if people have never been to California, or if people have.
I can tell that she's getting super wet with all this talk of Klondike bar. She's like, oh, daddy, can't wait till you fucking sink your Klondike bar into me. Look at the look on her face. She looks so sketched out.
Never been, like,
True.
to the ocean.
Like the ocean, yeah.
Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe this is a thing that's weird to people?
a couple in the comments, but that's okay. There's lots of weird people
The
in
ice
the
cream
comments.
lovers, I guess.
Yeah.
About to happen. Get yours.
Okay. Mine is still wrapped. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
This looks like the most awkward date ever. Like no one's talking. He's just like unwrapping. It's like when a guy like can't put a condom on. He's like fucking struggling with it. He's like struggling with the Klondike bar. He's like shit.
First impressions.
The chocolate's not that yummy on it. Is it? It's just like those ice creams that are on a stick with chocolate and ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like caramel in it?
No,
Or it's just ice cream?
this is the
It's a
original.
funny taste. Does it have a funny taste? No?
I think it's
That's just me because I jerked off into the Klondike bar before I came here because I wanted to surprise you, and that's the only way I could get my cum inside of your body is if I jerk off into these Klondike bars. So that's the weird taste you're experiencing right now.
how would I describe it?
Like there's toffee or something. Well, that was really cute.
It's trying to be more than just chocolate tasting, right? It's like trying to be the ice cream, the vanilla is really creamy, and the chocolate is trying to be.
There's nothing written on the package or anything about the box. Does it say something about it?
Oops.
Oh, there's 12 different flavors.
Yeah.
Reese's
So the
Heat
the Oreo one, I almost got you, but I'm like, nope, we gotta have her try the original.
Chocolatey coated and ice cream loaded. Just artificially flavored vanilla light ice cream in a milk chocolate flavored coating.
Hey Deanna, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Our milk and cream.
This is the lamest kiss attempt ever. This is gonna get good.
There's no real seal on it. It's not a real dairy product. Quit it.
That was the first
That's
kiss
what
I've
I
ever.
got.
That was the lamest kiss attempt ever. For the love of God, do not do that. Do not try to kiss a girl when she's not looking at you and trying to eat her food. Like she's facing the other way, she's eating, and you're like gonna go in for the kiss. Like that is the worst time. Okay, I've said this many times. Like you don't want to just randomly kiss a girl out of the blue. You want to build up some sexual tension. You start with eye contact, with proximity, with body language, putting your hand on her knee and stuff like that, and then you build up to the kiss. But if you just randomly like fucking go for it, it's super cringe. And honestly, you can tell she's so not about it. That's the problem when a girl hasn't texted you back all day and you show up at her house. She's not going to be into the date, so you're like already fighting a losing battle.
First kiss we've ever shared,
Oh my
and
god.
even then it felt forced. I can't wait to watch this back and see if your eyes are terrified as I did that.
I know, I was reading the box, sorry. And I dropped all these bars on the ground.
The weird thing is that he knows that he's creeping the girl out and he's like getting some kind of sick pleasure from it or something like that. Because it's kind of funny because this guy's like supposedly like very religious and he's like saving his virginity and blah, blah, blah. I don't really buy it. I don't think anyone's just willing to fuck him and he's using religion as an excuse. But like, yeah, he's like proud of actually creeping the girl out. Like he's deriving some kind of sick pleasure from it. Like if you know that she's terrified, she's not about it, why would you go for the kiss anyway? I don't know. So his mindset is very confusing to me. It's like, oh, I'm going to be this holier than thou guy. I'm going to be a virgin, but I'm also going to creep these fucking chicks out.
Can we try it for real?
All right,
kiss?
guys, we did it.
Can we try it for real?
He's like trying to like get her to, he's trying to verbally convince her to kiss him. He's like, can we try it for real? And she's just trying so hard to like distract him. And this is common. This is what chicks are going to do. Because girls don't like confrontation, at least most girls don't, right? So instead of like saying, no, hey, listen, I'm really not interested, like, you're creeping me out, they're gonna just kind of be like, oh, okay, but I'm reading the label, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to get out of the moment because basically a lot of times they're just worried about their fucking safety. So she's like, I don't want to rile this guy up. I want to get the fuck out of here and just like keep him calm, which is kind of sad. But like if you're a dude and you're just like know that you're creeping the girl out, that's a pretty bad look. And I think it's a really good start to know that you might be creeping the girl out if you show at her house when she's ignored her text. For the love of God, don't do that. But I think just like this guy's general essence is a perfect example of everything you should not do. just like fucking dressing like a loser, showing up with like randomly at a girl's house, spending all day texting her, talking about how like, oh, you know, you don't text me back, blah, 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 randomly trying to kiss her out of the blue, like trying to bribe her with food, just complete lack of calibration, lack of game, and just lack of like basic social awareness, I think. Like, I think a 12-year-old, you know, kid is more socially aware than this guy. So yeah, I mean, I did a video on him in the past where I broke down like specific things that he should do if I was him. But another area there he really struggles in, aside from just the physical, his general essence, is this just complete lack of social intuition and just complete lack of knowledge of games. So yeah, I think that even if this guy was really good looking, he would still really fucking struggle due to his fucking atrocious game. All right, hopefully you guys found this video entertaining. And if you don't want I Am Skippy to show up at your door with a Klondike bar and try to make out with you, then make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and click the bell for notification. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.